Okay guys, so in this video we're showing you how to make your mirror indicator lights go from this to this. A nice, sleek, black, dynamic indicator. Let's get into it. So first of all, the tools you're going to want either a flathead screwdriver. You can use one or two of these depending on what you like, or you could use one of these, which is like a plastic wedge crowbar type tool. It's very handy, especially if you're very conscious about your paint work. An alternative, you can just use two flathead screwdrivers, but you can get away with using one. First things first, you want to make sure that you tilt your mirrors down so that you have access to the inside mirror cover. As you can see inside, there are two clips that you want to press down. There's one there and there's one just there. The camera doesn't really show it very well, but you can just about see it there. What you want to do is you want to get your screwdriver inside there and push them down. So whilst you are pushing them down, it is also handy to have a second screwdriver or the plastic tool to get in the gap and with a twisting motion kind of pry the cover away. It helps a lot. You want to be careful not to break the cover, obviously. And if you start prying from the left side, as you can see it, the outer side of it, it makes it a lot easier, because once you have that one bit pried off, it makes the rest of it easy, because you can just go along. Just make sure to go onto the other tab and push that down when you do that side. So as you can see here, it is all pried off. All I have to do now is remove it. Now this can be a little bit of a fiddly job, but if you just wiggle it and push it off and away, it will just come to and come off, just like that. Set that aside. So as you can see here, you can see the two tabs that I was on about. Now you've got one there and you have one there. Those need to be pushed down, and just be careful not to break it. This bit can also be a bit fiddly, and it also helps to use this tool. Or if you wanted, you can use the flathead screwdriver. Now you want to go from this side and work your way around. You want to make sure that you are careful, as this side has a little tab which goes into the mirror, and it literally just pulls off just like that. Now if we have a closer look, you can see that there is a plug type thing, this thing here, and you can see it has little grooves. You literally just want to grab hold of that and pull it off, and it pops off just like that. It's that simple. Now with the new one here, as you can see, it has a little spade connector, and I'll show you how that goes on in just a second. As you can see, it also has the same shape of it that will go onto that in case you just wanted to use the bulb, and it literally just slides on. However, in this instance we have the spade connector. Now as for the bulb, you want to make sure you're careful, just grab hold of it, two fingers, and just pull and slightly wiggle it, and it will pop straight out. Easy. Now looking in there, you can see the slit where the old bulb went. Spade connector will just slide straight in there. It might require a little bit of a push just to get it in there, but it will go in nice and easy. Just like that. As you can see, that is now nice and firm and snug just inside there. Now you can tuck away your wires and make sure no wires get in the way. And as I was saying about that little tab, as you can see it here, that wants to go in here. You just want to make sure of that, and then as you're putting it on, you want to go round towards the car as you're pushing it in. And you want to do that because the other side of it, just here, has a little clip that needs to clip onto the housing. Again, just make sure no wires get caught up in anything, make sure it's all tucked away nicely. So tab in, push it round, and you'll feel it click in. And just go around it, make sure it is nice and firm in there. I like to give it a few wiggles and a few aggressive taps just to make sure it ain't going to come loose or fall out. Perfect. Now it's time to get the cover back on. At this point I like to check that the indicators do work. I have done this for both sides and they both work perfectly. Now when putting the cover back on, it is a very fiddly job. It took me a few attempts because it just wouldn't go on right. However, you got there in the end. The only advice I can give is just go from the side closest to the car and then work your way out. As I've just shown, there is two tabs which go in these two holes here. You want to start from this side, work your way round. As I said, it's a very fiddly job. However, you just need to be careful not to break it and just persevere because it will go back on. Again, just make sure you're careful with those clips because you don't want to break them. The last thing you want is to be driving down the road and then have your wing mirror cover bouncing off down to the road. Take your time and make sure you get it right. Okay, now that we have it on, I like to go around it, just press it all around it and make sure it's all in there nice and snug and it ain't going nowhere. Perfect. Now turn your indicators on and you could admire what you have done. Here is a close-up of both sides so you can see they both work in sync. Dynamically, they just make the car look so much better. It's brilliant. And here you go, here is the left side of the car, passenger side. As you can see, they just look so much better. They're nice and sleek, they're blacked out, dynamic, awesome. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video helped even just a little bit. There'll be a link in the description of where I got these from, which is Amazon, so you'll be able to get some for yourselves. The ones that I ordered, they fit a 2012 Ford Focus, however I believe that they should fit a majority of the other models as well. If you like the video, please hit like and maybe even consider subscribing. Videos will be coming to the channel more regularly, and I have a lot planned for 2021, and I hope that you guys will want to stick around to see it as well. Thank you very much guys, and I'll see you in the next video.